busy day of sales.
Yes.
20 items going out.
What in the world?
It has been a really good month. Earlier today or yesterday, I was actually looking at what was our lowest day of the month, and it was like $360.
It's ridiculous.
And that was like what we would
In a
generally
good way.
do in
Ridiculous.
an average day
Yes.
is now become our lowest day. So I figured it would be good to go over our seller metrics because I know there's a lot of other people that are struggling out there. My hypothesis is that
Our theories.
seller metrics have a really big indicator of whether or not your store is like healthy and
Right.
eBay wants to shove stuff to you. And maybe they're making a bigger emphasis on that. And so we just happen to benefit of that right now because our store is in a really good shape right now. So wanted to go through. So if you go to your eBay selling performance and then seller level, I think is what it's under. We are currently top rated seller. We would be top rated seller if redone today. And so I wanted to go through some of our stuff. So our transact rate. Okay, so transaction rate. This is if you cancel an item for not having it in stock. This is where we're at our probably least.
Right. This is our worst metric.
We've had 3 of them in the last 3 months, but that puts us at a 0.32%, which is
below.
Yeah, the threshold is 0.5.
Yeah, so we're really getting close there.
We're fine there, but not great. Like that's good, not great.
We'd like to be better.
Yeah, but we have a couple that are going to roll off here shortly, so that should be good.
As long as we keep the ship tight, we'll be fine.
Late shipment rate 0%. So we ship on time.
Shipping department.
You get a raise from 0 to 0. Double it up. And then cases closed without seller resolution. We had one on there, and I disputed it because we turned the buyer in for sending back the wrong item, so we got that removed. So I do think there is some credence to making sure you take a look at this. And if something pops up that shouldn't be there, you should be getting it removed because this can help the back end. If your back end of your store, I think, is not healthy, your front end is not going to be healthy either. Tracking uploaded on time and validated. We're at 99.04%, which means we've missed 9 out of almost 1,000 transactions. 9 out of almost 1,000.
And I think it's just a computer flaw.
Yeah.
Between Pirate Ship and eBay.
Yeah.
Because we definitely get our stuff out on time.
So then you'll see transaction rate. You can just skip that.
It's still great. I'm not complaining. But I would like to be perfect.
Going down to return rate. So we've had, in the last 90 days, we've had 8 returns on 936 transactions, which comes out to be 0.85%. I think the goal is to stay under 1%.
Okay.
And they deem that as being healthy. So we're on the threshold of that.
Yeah.
I will say there's been a couple things that we've done that's actually mitigated that a little bit. One of the things that I will say is if you can do the return outside of the eBay return systems, that is a huge,
It's not
huge
saying
benefit.
take it off the platform. It's saying handle it between the customer in messages on eBay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you create the return label, send them the picture of the label that's already prepaid. They can print it and stick it on their package. You get it back. You send them the refund, and it never is recorded as a return.
Yeah, correct. So then they read it as just normal business and not a return.
Right.
But you still handled it. And I think to some degree eBay probably would prefer that because it's out of their system. And so they didn't have to handle anything like that. You took care of everything and the customers
made the customer happy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can work quick. As long as you're on top of it. Like you can't say, oh, okay, I'll send you a label and then you send it like 2 days later. Like we try to get it within the hour.
Actually, it's 433 is our lowest.
If we're close, that's crazy.
Yeah.
If we're close to the house, because sometimes we're like shopping on Saturdays. Yeah. You know, buying our inventory.
Hey, we'll do it in a couple hours.
Yes, but it's communication, huge.
Huge, and I do think too, it could have something to do with the fact that you have positive. We have positive feedback, and I think the notes that you leave. So she does handwritten notes on every item that we sell.
Every single one. So today I'm running 20 thank you notes.
So she has very strong hand muscles.
Let's go.
That require a little hand massage.
But see, like I take joy in that. I love like, I think that's my love language, is gifting.
Yeah.
Like, giving things to people, and that is, like, my personal touch. Like, I really hope you like this item.
And you'd be surprised the number of times we get feedback on our items that say they even went above and beyond and sent a handwritten. Or we've had people direct message us and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see that you left a hand," like that.
Yeah.
And it happens probably
touch.
once, maybe every quarter or so, that we get like a direct message about it. But that's because their experience was so good.
Right.
And I'm thinking that eBay really likes the fact that we get a lot of positive feedback.
Right.
More so than maybe a normal person that's just, taking care of the item, packaging it well, shipping it, but that leaving that last little lasting touch, I think is making a big difference.
And I think it helps them to, like, associate, oh, this is not just a business, this is a real person that's packaging this with care and, writing my name. Like, but who gets a nice mail? Whoever, like, when you go check the mailbox, it's like political garbage or bills.
Lots of political garbage.
So, like, getting something with your name written on it, I think it goes far.
Some of the other metrics that I actually look at, I do look at listing impressions. I think some of those statistics right now are going to be a little bit out of whack. The reason for that being is the previous, because this 30 days compared to the previous 30 days, and we were on vacation, so some of our items were probably not going to be pushed to the same degree, so I don't think those are really relevant. I will take note that our selling conversion rate is a 1.5%, which has never been higher.
Okay.
And I think part of that is I'm taking more offers. So I'll try to share it today whenever we go through items, but a lot of our offers that we receive were like 10 to 15% off. In some cases, even more. If I haven't had any interest, I'll go check the market. One item I looked at in particular, it had like, eBay was showing that there was like 50 listed and then one sold. So when we got an
someone's
offer,
interested on ours. Okay, yes.
I will take it. Now, granted, I think part of that could be the eBay search algorithm is really kind of jacked right now.
Yeah.
And I want to share a video on it, but I feel like I don't know it yet enough to understand to share that information with you. So hopefully I can gain a little bit more
hold on it.
Understanding of what we're doing.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we'll jump into our 20 sales so that we can get moving today.
Yes.
First up, we have Mortal Kombat Xbox 360 game, $17.50 plus shipping. You know where I got this?
Where?
So I bought one item, and you bought one item at this sale. This was on our Peachtree 23.
Okay.
My item is $5, turning into $17.50, and yours was the
what did I get?
the fake purse.
Oh boy! I didn't know you bought from her.
Yeah, I bought that game from her.
Oh, okay.
And then you got
I have a purse.
Yeah.
What do we call it? A Tony or Tommy? Wait, what is it?
What
Tory Furch.
Tory
Furch purse.
Tory Furch purse. Yes.
F for fake.
Next up, we sold. This was definitely something you picked up. 2010 USC Gamecocks baseball national championship shirt. It's really cool. $25 plus shipping on that one.
Well, thank you. You're giving me the credit for that one.
Here's another one from the
Kate Spade purse. This one, I'm sure I could have got more for it, but I didn't like that it had like this kind of coloring on the side like that. It's like the color's fading somehow. But what did it sell for?
$25.50 plus shipping.
And I put like really good pictures and messages about it.
Sold via promoted listing. And
sorry, I'm happy to see these go, but sad that these are our last ones.
So somebody came in and bought 2 sets of the Lego minifigures, and I want to say there's 26 in here, or should be 26. If there's more than 26, it's because somebody canceled and then I didn't increase the quantity, which is possible.
Okay.
But I brought them up because if there's 26, I'm gonna have to list 6 separately, and then we can still sell.
I will count them.
But $200 free shipping on these. It's going to for 20, so they bought 2 sets of 10.
Right.
And this is a repeat buyer, so they bought this before from us. So they bought almost half of them that we had.
Okay.
And that's, hey, if you take good care of people, they'll come back.
That's right.
And they liked them so much the first time, they wanted more. Next up, Adidas Top 10 Kids Basketball Shoes. These we've had for a while, so I took an offer, $22.75 plus shipping.
Again, it's basketball shoe season.
Yeah, we've been selling a lot of those.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a Calphalon 1-quart stainless steel saucepan, $22 plus shipping. Had that for a long time.
Definitely don't get these anymore. But yeah. Happy to see it go.
Paid a bucket for a garage sale for this little guy, still sealed. You can see the you'd have to put the press in on this one. $25.95 plus shipping on that.
Legos, brand new boxes, just get them.
Yeah, generally yes.
Sometimes they price them up too much. But.
Yeah. So this one had an error on the jeans. So they were priced down, and it had like some missing jewels. And this one would be an example of.
I was like, error? What did I do wrong? No, it's just a flaw.
Flaw, yeah. And so you had flaw on the title.
Yeah.
I went back to look to see when you listed these, and I think they were listed last year.
Okay.
Maybe not. I can't remember.
Think so,
but we haven't had any interest. So when I got $15, I took it. Okay. 15 plus shipping on it, and it is going promoted listing as well.
I hate that promoted. But you know what? Like you've said before, because I really hate seeing like more fees are going to eBay. But if it's not promoted, it's just never going to sell. It's going to sit. So I'd rather, it's like giving them an extra percentage off.
Well, the downside too was yesterday I was looking at some item. I think I was in a thrift store or something. And the two that were listed both said promoted. And then there was none below it. So you couldn't even go to the organic listing for that item. You only had the choice to pick the promoted, which I wonder if it wouldn't populate if they didn't promote and they were only showing because they were promoted and close to what I was searching.
That's weird.
But either way,
it's like it's shadow banning like the things that aren't promoted. That's what
in
it
some
feels
cases.
like.
But we don't promote a lot of our items in our stores.
That's true.
So I don't know.
I just recently started using promoted listings, hoping for good results. Yes, Daisy.
Yeah.
It has been working for us.
We don't promote everything. We only promote clothes and stuffed animals and shoes.
Yeah.
So
pick a couple categories, try it out.
Yeah, I wouldn't do everything personally. Yeah. They get enough money as it is. Next up, we have Moonwood. This is a really cool looking
it is. Driver.
Fairway wood.
Whatever that means.
This guy has got a white shaft on it as well. It's a senior shaft, and I think I picked this up for $5. Sold for $62.85 plus shipping. Yeah. So really good sale on that one.
And if you do golf clubs, I always check. We've had one golf club that was cracked right here, so now I'm always hesitant. I'm always double checking, making sure there's no crack there.
Next up, we have a pair of rainbow flip-flops. These flip-flops sold for $20 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing. So there goes another pair of shoes on promoted. We have an Ertl little lawn mower John Deere tractor. The steering wheel actually turns the wheels like that. There you go. $14.07 plus shipping. Again, that was one of those items that we have had for a while. Got an offer. I think I had this listed for $20. Yeah. And somebody sent an offer for $14.07. I'm going to take it. So that's almost 30% off.
Wow.
But I'm happy to take it just because we got to get stuff moving. And I also think too, there's something to be said about if you sell something, eBay's showing
category comes up.
eBay's showing like you've got interest in your items, you're selling stuff, we're going to promote your items more. Next up, Vivitar. This is a digital camera. I don't know if you just wanted to take it out. Pick this up. Probably got about $4 into it. $19.99 plus shipping on the Vivitar with case.
Yeah.
Another one that we've had for a while. We picked this up at a thrift store. This is a brand new sealed Go Zone basketball trivia game. Honestly,
Go Hoops.
For a while, every time I was opening this bin, I'd see this and I'm like, why did we buy this? Now I know why we did. $29.99 plus shipping, so it did sell.
There you go.
Because I was like, who wants to do basketball trivia? Like,
I think it'd be cool.
That's bonkers.
I like the packaging.
Yeah, it is cool packaging. Skyrim for the PS4, it comes with the map. $11.50 plus shipping. You know, our oldest is just dying to play this game, by the way.
It's mature. Not yet, child.
He's not quite ready for it yet.
Not yet.
I told him when he's 13, he'll get to play that game.
Oh, boy.
Next up, Torque. This is a Wi-Fi app, time switch. So 7-day time
cool.
switch. I will say, I think this came from the bargain hunt, and so I am a little bit cautious of how this is going to work out.
No. Is it?
It's
this
all
was
there.
one of our first
I wouldn't
ones.
take it out because it's got pieces.
Okay.
It's no.
But I'm gonna have to. I don't like the sound of it.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
Anyways. Yep. May come back, may not. We will see.
This we've had for a long time, over a year at least. And then finally this was the item that had like 50 listed and then one sold. So I was like, okay. I had this listed for $19.99. Someone offered 14. I will take it for 14.
Yep.
And this is the bola that everybody leaves for us.
Yes.
We picked this up this weekend late.
If you're nearby, don't buy these. But if you're further away, get your brake boards.
So these are going to be in your martial arts bags.
Yeah.
And so just to give you an idea, they had the martial arts bag marked at 10. They had a brake board for 5, and then they had a sealed brake board for 5.
Yeah.
And they were like, we showed interest, and we didn't say anything. And they were like, you know what?
We just stayed quiet. We were just looking at it. We weren't trying to negotiate or anything.
Yeah. And they were like, you know, if you want it, we'll give it all for you for $10.
Just take it. $10, all of it.
All right, perfect. So this is the first part.
Yeah.
That sold. So 10 into $27.99. So we're already into the profit.
Right.
Then we went ahead and lotted all the equipment together in one lot. And this equipment is probably the best condition I've seen for equipment. Right. So it's got the foot pads, the shin pads.
The gloves are
inside the helmet and the helmet.
They never did this.
They never.
They bought it, and the child never did it. You can tell.
And so we sold those all together for $37.05 plus shipping. So that's pure profit on that one. And we still have the brand new brake board that I have listed for $50.
Yeah.
And I haven't listed the bag yet, so I got to see if the bag's worth listing or not.
That was definitely a good pickup this weekend.
You might as well just grab those.
Okay.
Next up, we sold a fiber optic Santa head.
Anything fiber optic we are drawn to, and usually it still sells.
I really like them. They're just cool looking to begin with. We picked this one up at our silent auction. We paid $1 for this, and the little Santa head fiber optic sold for $34.95 plus shipping.
Yeah, we did have it a while.
We did have it a while. It wasn't a fast mover, but we are also out of season.
Christmas in July. It's coming up.
And then last sale of the day is a Kramer guitar. It does not have a dongle, so we weren't able to test it. So it's sold for as is for parts
and repair.
Repair.
You want to put that back down?
And yeah, I'll put it back down. I'm just holding it.
I know. It's like,
how long am I going to be able to
show off my Santa head?
Yeah.
So what did this sell for?
16 plus shipping.
Okay, so not great.
Not great, but that's because we don't have a dongle. We can't test it, so we're selling it.
When he used to say that, you know, we have to find the dongle, I was like, that sounds like a made-up word. That can't be right. And then we had like this big banter with the person at the garage sale. I was like, yeah, do you have the dongle? And then come to find out we were the ones that were wrong and he was right.
Yeah. That's always the case, isn't it?
Oh, I hate it.
It just happens to always be that way, honey.
Not always.
So she's got a lot of shipping to do today. Okay, to keep beep beep at home.
Just temporarily, because after I ship and he gets back, I need to beep beep back to the church.
She stays on the road so much. She was gone all day yesterday, so it's I'm gonna take the kids.
We built a cardboard ship for VBS. We did all kinds of things. I'm so excited. It's the best.
But so
store's still alive.
So I'm gonna be driving.
You're dropping the kids off.
Dropping the kids off, coming back.
I will take the car. And what are you doing here?
I will have, I'll be probably making some media lots to list and stuff like that, because I think I'm pretty much done with all the other stuff downstairs.
You cleaned shoes, golf clubs, you listed all those yesterday?
I did a lot of cleaning yesterday, a lot of listing yesterday. I still got to list those boots. I got another pair of boots downstairs to list.
Do you have any tips on how to tell if they're men's or women's? Currently, we use me, and my size is 8.5. So we see, can I fit my foot in here? That's our men's or women test.
Yeah. It's just, they just look the same.
I know.
And everybody's like, the heel height, The heel height is how, and it's higher. And I'm like,
Yeah.
the heel height for a woman's is the same as the men's. It looks the same
I know.
to
We
everyone.
don't see a difference.
Um,
We don't have that trained eye.
so it's just it's a struggle we have.
It's real.
But yeah, so lots of listing yesterday.
Okay. So tomorrow is Thursday, and we are heading out.
Yep. So tomorrow we'll probably be able to still go live. You'll still be
You
having to
think so?
ship. You'll have to ship.
Oh yeah. And we gotta
and
drop the kids off and then head out to North Carolina.
And eat at
On
Buc-ee's.
the road again.
Going to Buc-ee's.
I love it. We just travel.
Yeah.
Travel.
Yeah.
So,
I hate traveling. I don't
love
know
it.
how this has gotten.
I could be.
into-
I really could if I didn't have to drive such a big truck. I could be a truck driver.
Which I kind of wish we didn't schedule this trip.
Because you have bargain hunt
Yeah.
nearby.
Yep.
Well, I think we'll do fine, and it'll be fun. Yep. So there we go.
Yep. So
We will see you in the morning.
last full day here.
Yes.
Tomorrow we're leaving to the 301.
Right.
And
Oh, we gotta put the store on or no?
No, we
nope,
don't.
nope. Because I'm gonna come home Friday and ship.
So yeah, and that's one of the benefits too, is if you go for just one night
Right.
and you come back, you don't have
Ship
to put
before
your
you
store.
leave.
Because we have like a 1 day turnaround time, so we're gonna have stuff that is gonna sell on Thursday that has to be shipped by Friday. And again, it goes back to those seller metrics. We want to make sure that we keep our metrics perfect. So
And we don't want to put it on pause because we're in a good groove. So.
Yep.
Let us know what you want to know about reselling or your business or tips or anything like that. He'll give you the tips. I'll be here like, I agree.
yes. Awesome. Well,
All right.
thank you, everybody. Take care.
Thank you for coming. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday.